Now take a look at this before and after. So no, this is not a hair restoration journey. This is me, my 10-year transformation. What do you think has changed? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Karen from Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the Curl House Hair Restoration Collection. So what do y'all think about that picture? What a transformation, right? That picture just popped up on my phone from 10 years ago, from 2013, and I thought, wow, that's what I looked like 10 years ago? But it wasn't just how I looked. I know when you look at the picture, you automatically, yes, you naturally look at how I look, right? But I also thought about what I was doing in 2013 and how I felt. And I really started to reflect on how I really changed in the last 10 years. And I wanted to share it with you. So let's talk about my transformation because I'm excited to talk about this. All right, so the first thing that changed, as you can tell, it's very obvious, is the hair. So 10 years ago, my hair was very short. Here's actually another picture so you can see it a little bit better, a clearer picture of me 10 years ago. My hair was very short back then. It was nothing for me to cut my hair off. I would just cut it off and grow it out, cut it off and grow it out, cut it off and teach people how to grow it out. I did it all the time. So my hair was very short, as you can see. And not only was my hair short, it wasn't gray. I think I had about two strands of gray back then. I think then my hair was going gray. Definitely is not the way it is now. So that's the first thing. And then the second very obvious thing is my weight. So no, I wasn't incredibly overweight, but I was incredibly out of shape. I mean, back then, that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I could not walk up a flight of stairs and not be winded. That is horrible. I was 37 10 years ago. That's how out of shape I was. So it wasn't just necessarily the weight, it was me being out of shape. I worked at the hair salon. I worked all day, stood on my feet all day, and standing on your feet all day, even though it is laborious, it is labor intensive. I wasn't doing cardio, so to speak. I was just working and doing hair all day. I had hairstylists. We don't eat the way we should. We don't prioritize self-care the way we should. It was a Chick-fil-A that was literally right across the street from my salon. When I say literally, I could walk to it. That's how close it was. And that's what I ate every day. Like every day that I worked, I ate Chick-fil-A every day. Because y'all know, Chick-fil-A is the good fast food. If you're going to eat fast food, make sure you check Chick-fil-A. I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, my diet was horrible. I drank soda. I didn't exercise. I was out of shape. So that's what I see when I see this picture, just how incredibly out of shape. Now, fast forward 10 years, now, 2023, I just completed the Ukrops 10K. So that's a local 10K. So I just ran a 10K. So 10 years ago, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs, but now I just ran six miles. That's the 10K, 6 miles. And earlier this year, in March of this year, guess what I did? I signed up for a amateur bikini bodybuilding contest. And guess what I did, y'all? I won that too. So I decided that I was getting in shape, not just to look better physically, but I wanted to feel better. So I decided to prioritize exercising and my nutrition. So with nutrition, I did go plant-based. So plant-based is what's best for me. So I've been plant-based for about a year. I love it. I feel better on plant-based. So I absolutely love it. And the next thing that changed was my stress level. So when I think back to 2013, when I see myself in that picture, I'm standing in that hair salon and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I was so stressed out in 2013. So in terms of my background, I had a full-time career at BCU, a local university where I live, and I had a career. And I decided that I would quit that full-time career and start a hair salon. And that's what I did. I literally quit my job to start a hair salon. And the hair salon it took off. I specialized in natural hair. I had far more clients than I can handle. A lot of people say, oh, that's a good problem. Yes, it is a good problem, and one that stressed me out because I did not know how to manage it. I was totally stressed out. So on the outside, I looked like, oh, wow, Karen, you have this booming salon. You're so blessed. But behind the scenes, oh my gosh, I was depressed because I was so successful. How about that? Isn't that crazy? Yes, I was depressed because I was so successful. I was stressed and I didn't know how to manage it. So that's what I see when I see in that picture. Now, fast forward now, oh, all of that has changed. So COVID had its benefits for me. So I'm not being insensitive about COVID, but for me, that whole process of going through COVID, what helped me the most is when everything shut down. I had to just put the brakes on everything and relax and rest because it was nothing I could do about it. It was the best time during that time in 2020 where I could relax, I could rest, I could regroup. My church had closed, so it's like I couldn't go to church, which is a good thing because that forced me to develop a relationship with God outside of the church walls, to develop my own relationship with God. And since then, my relationship with God has just flourished. And prayer is my number one stress management technique. That's my number one stress management technique. And that really developed out of that whole COVID era, quite frankly. In addition to that, I manage my stress by exercising, and I do more self-care now. And these are all things that I did not do in 2013. So that's something like managing your stress really makes a difference in how you feel and even in how you look. So yes, back in 2013, I still think I was attractive, but quite frankly, I feel like I look younger at 47 than I did at 37. How you like them apples? I think I look younger, and that's because I'm managing my stress. I'm not stressed out the way I used to. So stress management is something that I have developed that has made a difference in the last 10 years of my life. And the number one change that I've made, I'm saving the best for last, over the last 10 years, I changed my mindset to value health. That is number one. I changed my mindset to value health. So some of you all know that my father passed away about a year ago. He had a lot of health issues, type 1 diabetes. So that's the type of diabetes he had since he was a child. He was born with it. He couldn't help it. So I watched him for years suffer with his health, and he finally passed away in February of last year. And exactly a year ago, around April, right after he passed, I made up my mind that I was going to prioritize my health. I watched him struggle my entire life with health issues, and I made up my mind that I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. I can take control of my health. But when I say I made up my mind that I was going to value health. And that's how I was able to change. That's how I was able to start living this healthier lifestyle when I decided to value health and to prioritize my health. Because you cannot prioritize something that you don't value. If you don't value it, you're not going to prioritize it. You're not going to do it. So I've been back and forth like on a roller coaster over the last 10 years trying to get healthy. So I really got serious about it last year, but over the last 10 years, it was up and down with diets, up and down with exercise, up and down, up and down, up and down. But when I changed my mindset to value health for the first time, that's when it actually stuck. And that's why I can confidently say I am living a healthy lifestyle. Living and creating, meaning it's something that I'm constantly doing, this healthy lifestyle for myself, because I now value my health. I've changed my mindset. So really, this video was just to encourage you to change your mindset about some things. If you need to change your mindset, if you want to get healthy, you can do it. It's never too late. My mom is 73 years old, and even at 73, she has decided, you know what? I'm going to get healthy too. She's exercising now. She's going to her silver sneakers silver sneakers classes. She does pool aerobics. She's walking now. She's made some diet changes. She tried to go plant-based. She says she's plant-based 4 days a week, and she's a meat eater 3 days a week. You know, whatever works for her. But she's doing it at 73, and you can too. It is never too late to get healthy. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what situation you are in. It doesn't matter. It's never too late. Make the decision to prioritize your health now. And in 10 years, what a difference it's going to make. What are you going to look and feel like when you change your mindset to value your health? What you're going to look like and what you're going to feel like. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And also, this is also why I have a class, online class coming up where I'm going to focus on both health and hair. Not just hair, health and hair. If it's something you're interested, by all means, you can sign up for my wait list above. And until we talk again, stay back.